with, I'm really broke. They don't have any money. Like, but you think that they living like, you know, them four.
How they living? Okay.
Them four people that on that show.
So that's the new thing. When somebody asks you how you living.
But I don't have no hair, so I won't be doing that. People thought something on my hand or something.
You just
got no bad food.
Yeah, I think I'm taking a. You okay? You been taking your medicine?
How you gonna do it? Yeah.
Like a horse is getting sit down.
Oh God. Alright, Demo, what you you stupid. How do you feel about that?
I feel like they exaggerate certain circumstances in people's lives to portray those stereotypes so people can feel good about themselves or whatever the case may be. But I also think that they kind of encourage a newfound sense of satisfaction through violence lately, which I don't appreciate. Like I don't know if you guys really noticed during the Super Bowl, like the amount of fighting that was going on. These are grown behind men fighting on the field like millions of people are not watching you right now. Well, at the end of the day, win or lose, you're still getting paid. Different players on both teams, but they were fighting at certain points in the game.
Really?
And I was disappointed as a whole that, I mean, this is going on. You got the video with Jade that I've been hearing about. About the little girl getting her tail toe up. And
but you know what? She deserved that.
And people feeling that way about the bus driver incident. However you feel about somebody deserving what they got, portraying violence in that manner
I
sends the wrong message to the youth of today. I don't want them to feel as though violence is the answer. Oh, well, when you can't solve a problem with words, you hit somebody upside their head and then all things are solved. That's not true.
I'm not condoning violence in any form of way. But sometimes those people in that particular incident that you talking about right there, that girl was being bullied. Let me finish. She was being bullied and she decided, you know what, I'm not going to take this anymore. And I feel like maybe she might have already reached out to other people, and sometimes you have those people who don't, you know, teachers and coaches, because they have so many kids, necessarily most of the time they can't really deal with it. So she had to take the next approach and take it upon herself to defend herself. And that's what she did. I'm not condoning violence, but that other girl who was popping off at the mouth, I bet you next time she will think twice before she gang up on a person who don't really say anything.
And I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is the amount of violence that happens on these reality TV shows and the way that people express their anger. Oh, well, I'm angry. You hit me now. I'm gonna go pick up a pot or a pan and hit you back.
Right.
You're doing the most,
right,
and you're sending the wrong message.
Right.
If somebody hits you, yes, you may have the right to hit them back to fix the situation, but there's no need for one-upsmanship, and there's really no need to take it to a violent level. It could have been solved before it ever got to the point where anyone had to throw a punch, slap somebody, spit on somebody, whatever the case may be.
Now, granted, I like the show Bad Girls Club. There are points in times when I'm watching Bad Girls Club and I'm just like, why does it have to be all this violence? And there has been some bad girls who are on there because they had a different perception of what, you know, a bad girl was, but in a positive light. Some of them were like, well, why do bad girls have to necessarily fight? You know what I'm saying? And some of those fights, like, I feel like they have certain shows where everybody's getting along together, but it doesn't really sell unless it's some type of drama going on, some type of violence.
You can have drama without violence, and we also need to talk about why, as a society, we are into that type of drama and violence. Real talk, I got enough foolishness going on in my life that I don't need to see everybody else's foolishness.
I mean,
Drama may make you feel better about yourself, but at the end of the day, that means somebody else is hurting.
most of the shows I watch don't have a violent aspect to them, and so, like I said, I mostly watch Duck Dynasty, or Ice and Coco, or Chloe and Lamar. And so those three shows where I watch Chopped, and besides Wipeout, there's no real violence going on in those shows. And so I don't, and if people watch what I watch, then, or Buck Wild, there was a fight on Buck Wild, but it's just and maybe one of the questions you're gonna ask a little later, but it's just there's a part of us that want to look in the lives of famous people or celebrities or somebody or whatnot. But I think one of the negative effects it has is that everybody, not everybody, but in the general sense of the word, we think we can just get famous by loading up our YouTube videos. Mm-hmm. Or we can just send this on to MTV or VH1 and E, and we gonna be on. Mm-hmm. Or different shows have different types of reality shows. Because back in the day, VH1 used to have all the dating ones. Mm-hmm. Rock of Love, Tequila, Flavor Love, Love New York, all that. VH1,
Brett Michaels.
That's the Rock of Love. E has the Kardashians and the basically the relationship stuff like Chloe and Lamar, Ice and Coco. MTV has the young kids like the Washington Heights, the Real World.
You forgetting what was that, Laguna Beach, or what was the other one?
I know they had Road Rules.
You talking about the Hills?
Yeah, something like that. No,
yeah, that was on ET.
Lauren and...
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's gonna cater to a different audience, but I think for MTV in particular, we have to, it becomes a point where I have to be this type of person to get on TV. Mm-hmm. They look for that traditional person that's gonna start some drama, that's gonna be ready to bump heads, that's gonna go in there and they're either really flamboyantly gay and they telling everybody that they need to do this, do that, and they start off being friends with somebody and they betray them, or the player. They have the roles on all these shows, and it's just you have to be one of them type of people to succeed on.
Do y'all remember that College Hill, Atlanta? I mean, not College Hill, Atlanta, but I think it was College Hill, Miami. I don't remember, but they had one of the cast members on there who was gay, and he was just so mean to everybody, but he was hilarious. His voice, I just remember his voice specifically, was hilarious. And he would do all this stuff to people, but somebody messed around one day and ate his pork chops.
Oh, I remember that. Okay.
He went ballistic.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Who ate my pork chops? They was in the microwave.
Oh, yeah,
Who ate my... He took the balls, the cute pool balls, and was banging them together who took my pork chops? It was hilarious. I was in stitches.
That was a dramatic scene. That was a dramatic scene. It was just too dramatic for me, but I was watching it. I was just
yeah.
You're making yourself look really bad right now over a pork chop.
It was something. It was like 2 pork chops. Because, they showed him in this episode before how he was seasoning up. And
he was doing it out of spite, though. He was doing it out of spite, and the dude or whoever ate it did it because they knew, since you're going to do it out of spite, I'm going to just go ahead and give you what you've been asking for. I think that's what it was.
Yeah. But, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get into my next thing, which will get a little further into that, and is, do you feel that reality TV show has the same purpose it started out with, or do you think that it's just all about entertainment?
I think that's what it was from the beginning. Nah, nothing more, nothing less. I think reality shows are out to get viewers so that their stations can get money. How can I do that? Well, on two particular shows like E is always about celebrities. That's what they're always about. Celebrities. So they're gonna put celebrity reality shows. I know people that watch E like certain celebrities. So they started off with the Kardashians. I mean, they had some before that, but that's when everybody really started watching E when Kardashians started getting on TV. Sprung from that was what Kim and Courtney, then Kim and Chloe, and then it's Chloe and Lamar, and then it's Kim and Courtney again. They probably gonna bring the twins out. They're celebrities. You see this person's lifestyle, and they got Ice and Coco and stuff like that too. But like celebrities, okay, VH1. They've been about music and popular stuff. So you bring popular person Tila Tequila. At that particular time, she was popping. Flavor Flav. It was music and pop culture. The ones that they sprung from that, like that's all pop culture. MTV has always been about the youth, teenagers, that kind of thing. So like they've always been. I think they sport to a particular demographic. Whatever's gonna get, whatever I can. And that's all marketing is. Like I'm going to a particular demographic, I'm gonna see what they like, and then I'm gonna pull them in. Wow. And that's how I'm gonna get it. I think it's always been about entertainment. Like it's not really been about. I mean, some you can argue for. Like I can argue that the teen mom, 16 and pregnant, that's a little bit different. It can be argued either way to make sure awareness, but also it really is entertainment. Because when you saw, what's a girl named Amber? How she was always going off on her baby daddy. He was like getting beat up by her, and like it's entertainment. Although there are women out there that beat on their men.
Yes, there are.
It's really like, oh, we're gonna highlight her mostly because we know she gonna give us that oomph, that kind of thing. Like I don't know, like I don't know where it started from. Cause I mean, like I said, game shows are reality shows. So Price is Right. I mean, that's pure entertainment. Everybody think they can just get on Price is Right and just win the big car, like, or go on Jeopardy. Everybody know they're not gonna go on Jeopardy because they don't feel like they're intelligent enough. But I can go in there and get me a couple. That might be a little bit more arguable, like to show that we have intelligent people. But Wheel of Fortune, I can get a couple letters and get me $50,000. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's always been about entertainment and money for me. That's my opinion.
Okay, Demo?
I definitely feel like there's an entertainment value that has to be there, otherwise it won't be on TV very long. But sometimes they are educational, sometimes they do, try to purport a different view of a certain population. And sometimes they have unintended consequences. Like, I know somebody that was from the Jersey Shore. When I met her, somebody I was like, so you seen Jersey Shore? And she was just like, no. Don't do that.
That's really offensive.
That's not my
Italian people.
Yeah, and I mean, I definitely understand where she comes from because, when I was in California, everybody was asking me about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and Real Housewives, and I was just like, of the 20 years that I lived in the Atlanta area, I have never seen a good majority of these places and a good majority of these people. You got people that move there and then, I'm all about Atlanta. I'm pretty sure you were born and raised in Chicago. Because
truth be told, I didn't know anything about the Candy Birds. I didn't even knew she was on in group Escape.
I did.
I did.
She was
I did. And hearing her voice when she came back out with a couple songs, I don't know if you remember that she was the one that did Don't Think I'm Not. Halfway between Escape and her being on Real Housewives of Atlanta. But anyway. It was a cool little song. I'll give her that. But she's an amazing vocalist. I'm not taking away from that. But I mean, it's also a point of refuge for some people when they feel like they've fallen off. Let's have this reality TV show to let everybody know that I'm still popular, I'm still relevant.
Right.
I just get crazy because it's just the Real Housewives series. We tend to only think about Atlanta. But there was the Orange County one, the Jersey one, the
Beverly Hills,
all of those, and it's just
you got the Basketball Wives.
Yeah, Love and Hip Hop and Love and
Ex-Lawless
Basketball
Wives.
and all that. Future Baller Wives. I don't know, man. Just what about you? What you think?
Well, honestly, because over Christmas break, I don't know, but Christmas break was, for some reason, it felt like it was like really exceptionally long.
I needed
And
another week though.
Let us not complain about that.
yeah, I felt like
Praise
it
the
was
Lord for long
exceptionally
breaks.
long. Not that I had a problem with that, but I mean, the majority of the time, because Mo Love wasn't really feeling good at that time.
Mhm.
You know, I was on. All I could do was pretty much watch TV and internet, and I was watching most of these reality shows, and it was like, why is there so much drama? Why do females feel a certain way when it comes to certain relationships and men? And I wonder the message that they're portraying through these people, like it's gonna have an effect on that person who's so impressionable. And I'm like, man, if I'm feeling this way, I'm pretty sure there's some other people out there who are, concerned, but not everyone can decipher through, yes, this is reality TV, but it's for entertainment. This is not how
You ought to
people
live.
should act, and this is not how you should model your life. So that's another reason why I wanted to, shed some light. Yeah, reality TV, it makes us laugh, it brings us together, all this other stuff, but you have to remember that what you take away from that show, let it be the positive things. Let it be something that gets you to, say, well, man, they acting like that. That's an example. Let me use that example to show how I should be acting, or show what type of woman or man I should be,
Yeah, I agree with that.
But my next thing that I wanted to ask you guys is,
I'll come back to that.
okay, just playing. We're gonna go on a quick little break, and then we're gonna wrap everything up, and then, shots out, deuces, all that good stuff.